I hear that. I hear that.
Probably should not have said that.
But
my staff will deal with that later.
Yeah.
All right, folks. So I know I touched on it in the last video, but upon further review, I really think that Kamala's town hall with Oprah tonight needs a video of its own because it really was that much of a catastrophe. And that said, let's just start from the top so I can show you exactly what we are talking about.
We are an optimistic people. We are an optimistic people. Americans, by character, are people who have dreams and ambitions and aspirations. We believe in what is possible. We believe in what can be. And we believe in fighting for that. That's how we came into being. Because the people before us understood that one of the greatest expressions for the love of our country, one of the greatest expressions of patriotism, is to fight for the ideals of who we are.
What in the world does that mean? Does anyone want to take a crack at that? You know, feel free to, folks. You know, go right now in the comment section. Tell me what exactly that is supposed to mean. And by the way, be sure to leave a like on this video and subscribe to the channel while you are at it. But I mean, you cannot make this up, right? When the criticism of Kamala Harris, even from outlets like CNN, has been, she's just giving platitude answers. She's not really saying anything. You would expect that as time goes on, she'll get slightly better at this thing. But instead, she's actually going the opposite direction. She's regressing. She's getting worse at this. And it especially came out here in this question where she is asked about guns and attempts to be a real human being, and it doesn't really go well.
I'm a gun owner. Tim Walz is a gun.
I did not know that.
If somebody breaks in my house, they're getting shot.
Yes, I hear that. I hear that.
Probably should not have said that.
But
my staff will deal with that later.
Yeah.
Why, hello, my fellow reptilian, human beings. I'm a human being too. Bust out fake accent. Yeah, my staff's gonna have to deal with that. You can't even make this up. I mean, she has been attacked for the fake laughing for so long, and she just cannot help herself, really. And by the way, on the substance of that front, does anyone believe that Kamala Harris, first of all, even is a gun owner? But also this idea, I'm not trying to take away anyone's guns. Stop the lying. She's been trying to do that her entire career. And it's not that she's just a normal Democrat. She has been one of the most anti-gun politicians, even within their party.
Well, I mean, I'll tell you, and I have personally prosecuted a number of cases and kinds of cases. You know, these stand your ground laws in these states that have these citizen arrest laws have often and frequently been used as an excuse, if not a cover, for people who are motivated by racism and racial profiling. And so we have seen that, and we have seen that it has been used as an excuse to kill Black and brown people, in particular Black and brown young men. And we just have to speak truth about that, no matter how uncomfortable it makes us.
So stand your ground laws, which are about self-defense, those are racist. But if anyone breaks in my house, I'm shooting them. All right. It does get worse than that. Take a listen as one voter asks her about border security, and she unironically gives the answer that I was a prosecutor. Okay. You know, I've made fun of this. This has been my joke about her is every time they ask her about the economy, she says, well, I was a middle class kid. Every time they ask her about the immigration crisis, I was a prosecutor. We'll take a listen. She does it yet again. Okay. She won't stop doing this.
What would be specific steps to strengthening the border?
So it's a wonderful and important question. You know, my background was as a prosecutor, and I was also the elected attorney general for 2 terms of a border state. So this is not a theoretical issue for me. This is something I've actually worked on.
Really? Because I wouldn't know. I mean, every answer you give on this issue and many other policies is entirely theoretical. So, just a little bit of irony in that. But let's keep listening. Let's see if she says anything. You guys ready?
Prosecuted transnational criminal organizations.
Oh, there it is.
For the trafficking of guns, drugs, and human beings. I take very seriously the importance of having a secure border and ensuring the safety of the American people.
Okay, so once again, she just does not say anything, okay? So we're not making it up. She gives the same exact answer that is clearly rehearsed. Clearly, they came up with it in a focus group. And yet still, despite the fact that it's rehearsed, you would think, okay, if you're going to have her memorize something to say, at the very least, you could not make it so transparently word salady. I don't know, but take a listen now. These voters ask her, what are you going to do about affordability and the cost of living in this country, which, by the way, has been a train wreck under your vice presidency. And are you ready? Because it's another word salad. Here you go.
We really would love to know what your plan is to help lower the cost of living.
Yeah, first of all, thank you both for being here. And yours is a story I hear around the country as I travel. And in terms of both...
just look at her. Just listen to her. She doesn't know what to say. She's like, well, thank you for being... This is what you do when you're trying to stall, okay? Thank you for being here. I hear this story all the time. And,
rightly having the right to have aspirations and dreams.
Rightly having the right to have aspirations and dreams. She might as well just start answering the questions like that. Thank you for the question. I'm going to do it. Because it's just brutal. It's just brutal to listen to.
And ambitions for your family and working hard and finding that the American dream is, for this generation and so many recently, far more elusive than it's been. And we need to deal with that.
All right. So again, yet another word salad. Now let's close, ladies and gentlemen, with the grand finale. Oprah Winfrey asks, what is on your heart to say to the American people? All right. Very curious to hear this one. All right, take a listen.
What is on your heart to say to the American people as we have 47 days until November 5th? What's on your heart? To say to particularly those people who are still undecided or maybe indifferent or on the fence still.
So Oprah's teeing it up for her. Here's an alley-oop. Come on, take the shot. Go, easy layup. All right, let's hear what she has to say.
We love our country. I love our country. I know we all do. That's why everybody's here right now. We love our country.
Oh my gosh.
We take pride in the privilege of being American. And this is a moment where we can and must come together as Americans, understanding we have so much more in common than what separates us.
Wow.
Let's come together with the character that we are so proud of about who we are, which is we are an optimistic people. We are an optimistic people.
So you heard that clip in the beginning, but I'm tying it all back now to the grand finale. So
because the people before us understood that one of the greatest expressions for the love of our country, one of the greatest expressions of patriotism, is to fight for the ideals of who we are, which includes freedom to make decisions about your own body, freedom to be safe from gun violence, freedom to have access to the ballot box, freedom to be who you are and just be, to love who you love openly and with pride, freedom to just be. And that's who we are. We believe in all that. And so this is a moment where we stand knowing what we are fighting for. We're not fighting against. It's what we're fighting for.
Thank you.
You know what my response is to that? Dear gosh. Okay. That was Kamala Harris's town hall with Oprah Winfrey. More of the same. I mean, I think we're used to this by now. It just kind of appalls me, like I said, that you would think over time they're going to fine tune this more to where she comes off as a little bit more sincere, a little bit more genuine, and not, it's either one of two things. Either she's giving a platitude speech that, first of all, means nothing, and secondly, is obviously rehearsed, or she clearly doesn't know what to say and she's just scrambling for words, or it's a combination of both. And this is in a softball. This is when Oprah Winfrey is sitting there being like, oh, aren't you so amazing? Here, why don't you answer this question about how amazing you are? And then what's her response? So, there you have it. Let's just make sure, let's do our best to ensure that she does not become president, because, you know what you're going to get. Okay. That said, be sure to leave a like on this video, folks. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section down below. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. And until next time, God bless and peace.